In the Western Han Dynasty, silk was delivered to Eurasian countries via the Silk Road, and China became known as the Silk Country. 1,000 years ago, silk was sweeping over mountains and rivers from the east to the west. Today, just follow my footsteps back to the east, looking for the beauty of silk. When it comes to silk, Sichuan is a place in China which can't go without mention. The Sichuan area is likely the earliest silkworm breeding area in the world, and it's one of the important origins of silk. The silk products made here are called brocades, which are not only covered in gorgeous patterns, but are made using highly complicated silk weaving technology. In China, there's a saying that goes, "An inch of brocade is equal to an inch of gold." I saw so many beautiful silk products in the Brocade Museum. It's hard to imagine that such a long time ago, ordinary craftsmen in Sichuan could use such complicated machinery to make these unbelievably complicated patterns. Each of these brocades is a superb accomplishment of aesthetics. It's no wonder that on the Silk Road, their stunning beauty caught the eye of the entire world. At the sound of the loom, I thought of the origin of the Silk Road, Xi'an. I had a chance encounter with Mrs. Fan in her studio at the Datang Museum. Thanks to silk, we had a great time.
这试镜上映的是佛像吗？
对，这些都是源自敦煌的故事。
设计的很特别，我很喜欢。好漂亮！你们在做什么？我可以参加吗？
当然可以，我们在做手工的卷边儿。你看，这里卷的时候正在这里缝，边缝边卷。
我刚看到那件丝巾，特别好看，好像有佛像的。
那个丝巾的创作，您知道莫高窟吗？
我知道，
敦煌。
对，听说过。
对，那条丝巾的创作，其实在创作的就是莫高窟的来历。关于它的故事，
我在店里面看到很多蓝色。
对，用到了大量的蓝绿色，因为这个蓝绿色呢，它本身是来自于波斯，是随着丝绸之路当时传到中国的。第一个呢，因为我个人喜欢，我觉得这个颜色非常的静，而且呢非常的高级。另外呢，我觉得更重要的是，我觉得它是丝绸之路色彩的象征，因为有了丝绸之路，才有了可能这样的颜色的一种出现或者一种呈现。丝巾的原材料全部用到我们中国最好的丝绸。丝绸不单可以做成丝巾、服装、服饰，还可以做成很多有意思的其他的小东西。
其实我女朋友对中国文化很感兴趣。
很感兴趣。
对，我觉得特别好看，我想买给她一件，可以帮我选一件吗？
当然可以。我想给您推荐那个，奥巴马夫人米歇尔收藏的那款《自由自在》。因为美国也是一个崇尚自由的国家嘛，因为这个自由自在主要也表现一种可能自由的一种精神。其实和敦煌这种情感上来说，真的是它经历了1000多年的历史。那其实它呈现的是这1000多年来东西方文化的一种融合和碰撞，而且对我们从事可能美术工作者或者艺术工作者来说，它是一个宝库。所以呢，也是在想着通过丝绸作为载体，怎么样让它重新来呈现出来。
Today, I saw an assortment of silk products, and I was especially fortunate to meet Mrs. Fan.
She's from Xi'an, but her works have an inseparable relationship with Dunhuang. Each of her creations makes me more curious about the charm of Dunhuang, which was a trade center on the Silk Road.
Would you like to come check it out with me? Let's go.
哎，老板，这是一只鹿吗？
你好，这个就是九色鹿，是莫高窟百味洞窟里面的壁画。九色鹿可以给你拿下来看看。
Yeah, wow，九色鹿好神秘的样子。
这一块上面它有九色鹿，有飞天，全部都是我们敦煌的代表作。
好漂亮。
At the Dunhuang night market, there are so many interesting souvenirs such as bags and ornaments, paintings and scarves that can be found everywhere here. And two of the shop owners told me very interesting stories about what can be seen inside the Mogao grottos. And although I didn't really understand what she said, I'm still really excited to see these grottos for myself. I just saw the clothes worn by the staff here today, and I was particularly surprised to learn that they were originally designed by Miss Chu Yan.
And these days she offers a hands-on workshop in Dunhuang. Anyone who is interested can sign up for it.
I've seen videos of her clothing conference before, but I never thought that I would have the opportunity to participate in a private class with her. I feel so lucky, and I'm really looking forward to participating in it.
So before we go into the Shu Yan's class, and I'm gonna show you something about Mogao, and maybe it will give the brave thinking about what is Mogao and make you feel the culture here.
Sounds good.
Dunhuang has always played an important role in the famous Silk Road, and as a result, its story has been engraved in the murals of the Mogao grottos with beauty and emotion.
This must be the famous Fei Tian. Her robe and her sleeves flow so elegantly.
Yes, you know that. So actually the Fei Tian, we call that flying figures. And why their robe is so fragrant? Because all of them are silk. Flying figures, their job is to bring the dance and the music and the good spelling to the Buddhism world. So that's why they always fly in heaven. So you can see these kind of small images here. They're not Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. They're donors, they're benefactors.
Really?
Yeah.
So these people actually existed and that's what they really looked like back then?
Yes, so that's why we think the donors, the benefactors' images are so important for us to do a lot of research about the clothes. So they will painting their clothes according to the dynasty's popularity.
Wow.
So a lot of designers, they will come in here and find some inscription from the wall painting because that means a lot.
Yeah.
You can see the color or the decorations or the styles of their clothes. They're very important.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, wow. This design is so neat and symmetrical.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this decorative pattern kind of reminds me of other patterns I've seen elsewhere in ancient architecture in China. Maybe like the Forbidden City.
Yes, actually this kind of design or kind of decorations, they're really popular in Mogao and from different dynasties. And they will change according to the dynasties. So maybe earlier time it's more simple, but later, especially after Tang Dynasty, it became more and more complicated. And there are a lot of different patterns, different designs. If you can see these kind of square things, you may imagine about the scarf.
Yeah. Or an oriental rug.
Yes, yes. So actually it's related to that. So a lot of things can give the designers a lot of inspirations from here.
Such an array of colors here.
Yeah, so that's what you saw in the caves, the colorful things on the mural. Most of the colors on the mural actually is from mineral pigment because it can preserve for a very long time. Actually, if there is pure mineral pigment, it can preserve forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I had no idea there were so many different types of tiles.
Yeah, a lot of tiles, a lot of different decorations, and a lot of different dynasties. They're all from the real caves. And actually this kind of things, this kind of designations, not on the tile, not only on the tile, but actually on the clothes, on the silk, make kind of decoration. So you can see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this one actually is a symbol of it, like that. So this kind of flowers is lotus flowers.
I never knew.
敦煌莫高窟的这些人物服饰形象，它真实的再现了古代人穿着这个衣服的样子。所以我们觉得敦煌的材料是一个全方位立体的，可以从中汲取这个设计的灵感，不光是看它的花纹，看它的颜色，还有一些深层次的东西，比如说搭配。我觉得敦煌之所以伟大，就是因为它的这个包容性。
I finally understand why people come from all around the world to visit the Mogao grottos. There's so much to see here, but the thing that really impressed me were the flying figures and the benefactors. It's said that the depictions here actually show what real style was like many years ago. Who knew that 1,000-year-old Chinese style could be so fashionable? And it really makes me curious. What would it be like to try on these clothes?
It's finally time to take part in Miss Chu's open class. After experiencing the Mogao grottos myself, I have so many ideas I want to share with her.
今天讲的题目是千年之约，新思路上的东方色彩。
我做了很多传统服饰的研究，就是比如说唐代我们敦煌壁画上的这些唐代的服饰，我们照着壁画上画的这个样子把它复原出来。但是实际上这个并不是为了用于今天我们要穿成像唐朝人一样，其实不是为了这个，是为了我们可以找到很多灵感，找到很多唐朝人的这样的一些文化的一些元素，可以用于今天我们做时装设计的时候可以用，然后可以把它进行一些改良，然后让它变得更适合今天的生活方式和审美。其实我在为这些敦煌的工作人员、讲解员设计衣服的时候，我的灵感都是从敦煌壁画上来的，包括它的颜色。其实我们看到敦煌壁画上有非常多漂亮的绿色、蓝色，所以我在找一种就是很漂亮的蓝绿色，这样的一种很 special 的一种蓝绿色。今年我的时装设计当中的，真的我觉得超过50%的纹样都是来自于敦煌莫高窟里面的这个壁画上的这个纹样，所以真的给我太多灵感和启发了。
There are hundreds of caves here, and in these caves there are thousands of stories depicted on these murals. Her designs incorporate very charming oriental designs that really make it worth checking out yourself. Oh my god, this outfit is amazing. I feel like I've been invited to Paris Fashion Week or something. The teacher picked this outfit especially for me. And well, I can see why. I mean, it really suits me. I hope you're excited to see my transformation. I know you're going to be surprised. As a man, I rarely fuss over things like fashion and color coordination, but after today, I'll admit, I really understand the value of clothing. Wearing this costume makes me feel like I'm wearing 1,000 years of Dunhuang's history.
我们几千年的传统服饰文化非常的灿烂，非常的华丽，所以我和中国很多的设计师，我们现在做的一个工作就是把我们的传统服饰文化重新把它找回来，重新把它介绍给更多的中国人，他们了解我们的传统服饰是什么。当然还要设计更多属于今天这个时代的中国的服饰。
个人觉得我们中国其实不缺丝绸，不缺面料，不缺设计师，也不缺文化。好的东西一定是有共鸣的，而且作为设计师来说，只要你在设计过程中你是真诚的，我们来尊重文化，我们来尊重时尚，那么呢，我们再用我们的语言来做一种传递和表达，一定可以受到 可能全世界或者是不同层次人的欢迎、理解或者是接纳吧。